Hey guys, welcome to Game Informed Family. This is Game Informed Mom, and today we are going to start a Final Fantasy XIV playthrough. Now, I played a little bit on the channel, probably a couple months ago on PC. I am, however, now on the PlayStation 4. We have started, obviously, a brand new character, because reasons. We are going to go with Arcanist this time. I've never tried out an Arcanist. This is my character, though. She's, yeah, no, she's weird looking, I guess. But we're gonna go ahead and start. Oh, she's so excited. I don't remember, her name is Luna Ancano. I don't know. I really couldn't think of anything, so I don't know. So let's go ahead and start a new game. We're gonna drop into a cutscene right now, so I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the cutscene, and then I will start talking again.
Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
Oi, you alright, lass? Oops. You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Rolling of the ship got your stomach churning, has it? Don't seem like seasickness now that I look at you. It'll be the aether then, I reckon. The aether then, I reckon. Learn to speak. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others, see, and we ain't too far from Vilbrand now, which is chock full of aetherites. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Oh. Might as well have been bloomin' seasickness. Ships leaping round like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. Wow. Limsa Lominsa still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake and all, how's about you keep me company till we get there? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Any road. Brennan's the name, and peddlin's me trade. Smell that salty sea breeze? Now then, lass, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory, now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Oh, dang it. We're gonna go with to win glory. Okay, maybe we're not. Glory, eh? Well, if you're willing to take on them tasks as other folk ain't, and adventurers such as yourself can win fame what coin can't buy. When you arrive in town, you'll want to report to the Adventurers Guild. You can find out everything you need to know about the adventuring business in there. Just remember, though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Wow. Ship's off the starboard bow, pirate colors. Pirates, bloody hells. Have you no sense? Get below. What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship flying Lominsan colors? Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. Wow. You can rest easy, friends. We've made it out of cannon range, and no buccaneer's bark will catch this fighty temptress once the wind's in her sails. Oh my god. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept her head on her shoulders. I reckon I'd have lost mine otherwise. If them pirates gave up the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? Oh no. By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa Lominsa? Yes. It is? Well then, let's let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Limsa Lominsa prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with, like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. And if that weren't bad enough, I've heard the Sahagan are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them are the sea-dwelling beast-men the locals call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. Ah, at long last. Land ho! Behold, Limsa Lominsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Limelian, goddess of navigation.
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm, amidst the roiling waves of the Lotano Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limlain. What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's on to the high roads for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for saving me arse earlier. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on her life's voyage, till sea swallows all.
Hey, you there. Hi, I mean you. This is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. Ah, an adventurer fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Limsa Lominsa's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lass. I haven't got all day. Alright. We are using a controller. And no, I do not want to open the lodestone. Alright. Now we finally have control. Oh my god, what does that even say? Hey, where in the bleeding hells do you think you're going? I told you to get over here. What? Dude, really, I was just looking at this guy's name. I don't want to see that again. Alright, let's get this over with real quick, and... yeah, we're just gonna skip most of those because I don't need to read them, and they're boring. Oh gosh, I'm standing inside this man. Alright, to be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Limsa Lominsa, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. We're not going to read all those either, if we're being honest. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're like to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. So, before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far. Just head straight down this street and speak with Greffar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Baderon. He's the proprietor of the winch. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now run along, and may the navigator guide you on your journey. You have begun a quest. Got it. Alright. So, Limsa Lominsa, it sucks. It sucks to navigate. But so anyways, this series, we are going to... I'm gonna cut out, like, the grindy parts. Sorry, I'm getting myself situated here. Should have done that before I recorded, right? Okay, there's that guy. Let's just do this. Let's do it and be done with it. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. If you have a mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Yes, please. Yeah, so I'm gonna cut out the grindy parts. I'm gonna leave in the quest parts. Like, I mean, if I'm out there killing monsters, I'm gonna leave that in. But if for whatever reason I'm out there, you know, I'm not quite high enough level for something, and I need to grind a few monsters or a few dozen, excuse me, whatever, I will cut that out. Excessive travel, I'll cut that out, but... Greeting to you, lass. What'll it be? Ah, but you ain't here for the drink, are you? You've come with a mind to try your and adventuring, I reckon. Oh my god, that's awful. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Limsa. The name's Baderon, and this most hospitable of hostelries is the Drowning Wench. Oh my god. 'Tis also the home of the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa. That's why we've got a desk specially for handling guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of me regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, see. Not that they need it in these parts on account of there being trouble wherever you look, and if you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. Aye, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you'll see a people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame him after everything that's happened? Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only things what got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-damned bastard of a dragon. It took our bleeding memories, too, and no one's been able to explain it in a way that makes an ounce of sense. None of the folks what saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. 'Tis all foggy, like recollections from a hard night on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there is one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers that laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, though, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This goddamn calamity spawned memory loss robbed us of their names. It won't even let us picture their faces. 'Tis like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it. By the way, give or take. Oh, that's how every bugger describes it, by the way, give or take the odd gull. It's this what's got people calling these heroes the warriors of light. If Limsa's ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need adventurers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them. And that's why any aid we can give to an adventurer is effort well spent. What say ye, lass? You willing to lend us your strength? Me thanks to ye, and to the navigator and all. I knew she'd steer ye my way for a reason. But listen to me, yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis high time we got your mark in me book. Wow. Put your scrawl right there. Luna and Kano, is it? And a fine name it is. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Adventurers Guild. You there, adventurer. You sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses testified independently that a passenger matching your description went on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friends signals, were you? Now, hold on just a moment there, officer. You've got the wrong lass. This fine, upstanding young lady is me dear, departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. The lass wouldn't be caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Is that right? You are surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Aye, you make a good point there, officer. A very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times. Me and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say ye to a tankard of me finest ale afore ye return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of urine like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait o' Murlthor, but that don't mean it won't get ye good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, eh? You'll have to excuse these eager, bloody yellow jackets. There's been a spate of kidnappings, see, and they ain't got a clue who's behind 'em. Naturally, they've taken to clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means adventurers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Lominsans can be a headstrong bunch of bastards. 'Tis true, but given time, we'll grow on you. Now, where was I? Oh, aye. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa, where the sea's as green as the faces of me patrons after a few too many black belly whiskeys. Now, take a moment to gather your wits, and we'll get started with learning ye the ways of the city. Man. God, complete that. So, his speech is so awful. And that was the whole tutorial. I learned nothing. They didn't tell you how to fight, nothing. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm okay with that, but holy cow, I hope that wasn't that loud on the video, because wow. Alright. So, some of the language I am going to clean up a little bit because, you know, we are Game Informed family. We do try to be, you know, family acceptable. So, like, and I missed a couple of them, I know, but I tried. Right then, let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks that'll help you get used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, if you head down a floor, then point your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's the aetherite. A device what can move ye from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, providing there's an aetherite where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on what the workings of the device. For you to do that, though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armor and all your adventuring bits and pieces for sale in the district what lies beyond the aetherite. Don't go throwing your gill around just yet, though, or you'll get fleeced quicker than ye can say, "Why's my coin purse so light?" Have a word with Swazblate instead. He's the head of the Merchants League, by the way. Give him this old octant, and he'll treat ye well. For the last of me helpful hints, I suggest you meet some fellow spell slingers at the Arcanist Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for your tome if you decide to join their crew. Muri at the front desk is the one to get you started. Got all that last? Seeing to them 3 tasks, will take you on a little jaunt around the city and help you work out where everything is. Now I've best be getting on. Run along, eh? Bugger it. There I go, sending you off without telling you something crucial. The bloody calamities made a right mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Any road. While you're out, if you happen to pass any poor sods what look like they might need your help, consider giving their tale of woe a listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, Ninia over yonder's been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend an ear and see what she has to say? Aye, you're like to find yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a as a woman folk can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. If you've the time, I'd also seek the advice of the smith here in the wench. The lads as bear that title have some fine advice for them what are just starting out in the profession. And that, my girl, is how you go about becoming a legend among adventurers. His vernacular is awful. I am having a hard time reading his speech. To leave the drowning wench, you must accept the quest named Making a Name. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. The smith has nothing for me yet. So we will... Where's Ninja? There she is. She? He? She? Alright. Well, would you look at this? A shiny new adventure. Listen close, lass. I've some information that might just help put you on the map here in Limsa. I was passing through Bulwark Hall below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered about on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Limsa Lominsa is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the strait are above board, if you know what I mean. How'd the plants end up in the mizzenmast? Who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to Scainrail, and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs and take them to Aldskiff at the Octant. Being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such shady goods. Some of these names, I am gonna butcher names throughout this whole series. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you now. Yeah, that's who I wanted to talk to. You wish to visit Bulwark Hall beneath? The crow's lift is ready when you are. Yes, please. Yeah, so I'm gonna butcher names, I'm gonna cut out grinding, I'm gonna read at least the main story quest. I might stop reading some of the side quests, but the main story, MSQ, I'm definitely gonna read. Let's pick up these peculiar herbs. So I'm interested in trying out the Arcanist. I have a very, very basic knowledge of the Arcanist. Arcanist? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I know it's a caster, and I know that it's the only job that splits into two, at whatever level it splits into two, but beyond that, I really don't know very much about it. And that is, man, that is a name. I'm going with Aldskiff. Yes, I'm Aldskiff. You have some herbs you wish me to examine? Oops. Oh my god. Yes, as you suspected, these are the highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are a prime ingredient in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into the sleep of death. Forgive me, I could not resist the jest. These herbs are not more than Altic lavender, a common enough export from Limsa Lominsa. In fact, these probably spilled from crates that were loaded onto my very own ship. I think someone has been having a bit of fun with you, miss. But not to worry, you've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. Alright, we'll go ahead and pick this up. By way of thanks for delivering my scattered lavender, I have a nugget of information that may prove useful to you. You see, I was recently approached by an unkempt seafarer, which is not, I admit, particularly unusual for a man in my profession. What was unusual was that he offered a generous sum of gil to be introduced to any adventurers I might know. In my experience, sailors are not known to carry such a wealth of coin about their person, especially with the alehouses of Limsa Lominsa so close at hand. Kidnappings have not been uncommon these past moons. I suggest you take this information and speak to Glazriel, the guard who stands at the entrance to East Hawker's Alley. It never hurts to show a spirit of cooperation to the authorities, lass. Alright, yeah, so eventually, I mean, we are going to stop reading the side quests, because it is a lot. And I mean, I've been playing for, what, half an hour, and my voice, it hurts. Ah, another novice adventurer. Hey, Baderon has sent more than a few of your kind this way of late. I am Sundimal, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It is also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Thank you. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into the ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of aether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune herself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The Aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. Thanks, bro. I'm good. Alright, we can now use the return spell. Okay. So, there are a ton of quests that we can pick up all over the place. Oh, fireworks! And a lot of them overlap. Oh, wow. Oh, there's an event going on. I wonder if that's it. Holy cow. All these people. We'll come back to that real quick. I just want to kind of pop out here and see if... Oh, that's really far away, isn't it? Yeah, that's not close. Oh, yeah, it is. I guess. Sort of ish. Well, that's cool. I don't know if it's related to the event that's going on right now, but so speaking of events, where's the Aetherite? There we go. Speaking of events, the Yokai Watch event is going on right now, and I want the Yokai Watch minions and the Whisper Mount. My son watched Yokai Watch when he was little, so I know an embarrassingly large number of the yokais. So, yeah. I definitely want to, whoopsies. I definitely want to get, as many of the minions as I can. But I gotta play through some of the MSQ first. A fine evening to you, madam. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea. where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. Pray browse the stalls until your eyeballs ache from ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo, but recently arrived at the docks. You bear a gift from Bataran. Whatever could it... Ah, my octant! By the navigator, I must have left it behind in the wench, along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. Whoops. I am most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? If it is simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek, you need look no further than the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Lest you doubt, each gil you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specializing in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within but a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all your potion and perishable needs. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well in your purse, if your purse is light or your time is short. But verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets yourself. Okay. I have work for you. I would have you pose as a customer and survey the market's current prices. Surely I did not see you balk at so simple a task. All you need do is strike up a conversation with the shop owners and glance over their wares. There are 3 merchants that interest me: Iron Thunder, Kayo Rune, and Signhill. Write down all you see on this price list and hand it to Bane's Thing on West Hawker's Alley. He shall reward you for your service. Alright. So, also, I do want to mention, I am going to be watching the chat, and if I need to, black that out, I will. If something offensive comes up and I don't catch it, I do apologize, but I mean, chat really isn't, like, what am I trying to say? Like, world chat or local chat really isn't all that hopping on this game, so, at least not that I've seen, so we should be alright, but I am trying to pay attention to that. Iron Thunder. Well met, lass. Cast your peepers over these beauties. Not a spot of rust to be found. Every piece fresh from the forges of Naldik and Vimelis. Alright. Oh man, I gotta sit up. My back hurts today. Where are these other people? Must be on the other side. Oh, look at all these people. There are so many of them. I think at first we're gonna pick up some of these quests around town, because a lot of them overlap. Like, kill this monster 12 times and get 4 drops from this same monster for a different quest, so this is disturbing news. Your initiative is appreciated, adventurer. I'll have a captain place the Yellow Jackets on high alert. And while I have your ears, I need you to visit FFXIV and tell her the same thing you told me. You'll find her further down East Hawker's Alley. Oh, Robanian! FFXIV has frequent dealings with adventurers, so any warning you give her should soon spread through the city. Alright, I would like to finish the... Oh gosh, the buttons. I don't know the buttons. Oh, but there's Robanian. I want Robanian. Oh, that's not... Is that Robanian? Robanian F-type. I want him. But anyway, oh, there's Whisper. Let's find the Arcanist Guild. I would like to finish the first part of the main story quest before we quit here. How do I zoom out? There we go. Yeah, I don't know this city at all. Here we go. Alright, so we need to go back that way. This episode is kind of running long, which I kind of thought it would, being that it's the first one. There we go. FFXIV! What a name. Greetings, miss. Might I interest you in the services of a retainer? What's this? Some suspicious seafarer is on the prowl for gullible adventurers as a possible suspect in the recent kidnappings, you think? Well, I'll be sure to pass on that warning to my customers. With what with all the merchants and travelers milling through Hawker's Alley, these kinds of unsavory activities can often go unnoticed. In any case, I promise to keep a sharp lookout for anyone being accosted by strange-looking sailors. Alright, I gotta turn down the, like, ambient noise. I gotta play around with some of the settings. Am I going? I don't even know if I'm going the right way at this point. Yes, I am. Alright, so we're just gonna make a beeline for the Arcanist Guild. And then, I'm gonna pick up some of these miscellaneous quests in the next episode and get started on just some of the side quests. We're not going to do like every single one of them because there are a lot and we don't need all of those to maintain, you know, the proper level for the MSQ. So oops, dang it, I wanted to turn the camera and not move my character. Have we taken a wrong turn? Where are we? Oh, okay. I see. Alright, so normally I leave the map up because, you know, I mean, it's just me. So I'm gonna try and remember to keep that map not, like, chilling on half my screen. It's gonna be a change of pace, though. Alright, Muri. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. It is here that we research and develop the field of Arcanima. Arcanima is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence to draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. But if I am not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Shall I deepen your knowledge of our history as well? The roots of Arcanima can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae were further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allowed a practitioner to weave the aether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the school of Arcanima was born. Many such mages, wishing to expand their understanding of the world, looked to the seas aboard trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Limsa Lominsa, Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite, and soon secured positions in the realms of governance and council. The knowledge of an Arcanist however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Merlwyb, counting several wielders of Arcanima among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So the Admiral's express orders, an official Arcanist guild, was established, and funding was provided for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanima, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you would continue your study of this challenging discipline, then I must insist that you indicate your commitment to joining our guild. Alright, so that is the first part. You know what? We're going to stop right there. We will go back to Baderon in the next episode. If you guys enjoyed the episode and you want to see more content like this, make sure you hit the like button. And if you... wait. Well, close enough. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. We very much appreciate it. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next episode.